The Immortal John Hancock here, and thought I'd share a new game on Switch 2. This is multi-platform. It's on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. And this is Linked, Banner of the Spark. And this is an online and offline game. It's pretty much like a rogue light mixed with like a city builder or a town builder. And so there's a build function to this, along with kind of some dungeon crawling. This is a first look on Switch 2. I was looking for something new. I saw this pop up. It just was part of the Nintendo Direct announcement. Available now, $24.99, and it's available on Switch as well. So there's a free upgrade to play it on Switch 2. So wanted to check this out. Kind of looked like a unique blend of gaming. This is not necessarily my type of game, the city building aspect, but I do like a good dungeon crawler. So, set in the future, and essentially AI is like pretty much taking over the world, and there's like these factions, and so there's like good AI versus bad AI, and you have to like pretty much help the good AI and pretty much rebuild a positive city, working with them. And they haven't seen humans in a long time. And you can upgrade your character. You can find items. So there's like a loot aspect of it. I wanted to check this out. Really wanted to give some attention to a pretty small indie game that's going to be overshadowed by bigger releases such as like Borderlands 4, which came out. And I'm sure lots of people are playing. But this is coming and is out on the Switch 2 now. And Switch. So that's kind of sweet. I like these types of releases where it's a free upgrade. So here you go. You go around. You have these kind of mission-based levels. I'm early on in the game, so they're broken down into like these bite-sized stages. And you complete a mission and you get loot. You then can use the loot to upgrade your character or upgrade your town. There's a simple customization. There's different types of weapons that you can use. There's different characters that you unlock by completing missions, and then you can upgrade your town. So it's a nice combination of things. It works for me. The graphics kind of remind me of that cell shading era of the 2000s GameCube era as well, and it looks all right. Definitely. It just has a throwback to that kind of early 2000s look, maybe mid 2000s look. I don't know. What do you think? But yeah, it's a pretty interesting game. I found the town building to be simple enough where it wasn't like bothersome. You know what? I need to play more of this to get like this is not a review. This is first look, but so far, I like what they've done with this game. Is it perfect? No, but it ran. It seemed to be looking great on the Switch 2. More importantly, I want to continue to play this. After I've kind of put in a couple hours, I want to continue to play this to see where it goes, how fun it gets. The reviews on Steam, which were limited, said it was very positive. So Metacritic, I think, rated this, I think, at like an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So far, my only thing is like, the language in the game. It has like that, gibberish language. It kind of reminds me of Gungan or something, but definitely has that throwback to like a mid 2000s game. But I like it. It's not going to be like a graphic powerhouse, but it's functional. There's a lot to it. There was a lot of thought put into this game, and I found myself motivated to play it. So, one thing I noticed is that combat is pretty simple, and I'm sure it's going to get more complex as I move on. Definitely dodging enemies and learning that strategy early on is going to help you survive areas and completing missions. There's a couple missions early on that I failed, and that was just because I wasn't successful with dodging enemies or defense counters. There's so many different combat aspects to this game. So you have like a grapple, you have like a bot that you can use to... There's many different ways of killing enemies. So you can use a weapon, you can upgrade your weapons. There's core abilities, so you can upgrade your weapons using characters in your city. You can forge new items. You can craft new things. There's some sweet things about this game. I found the gameplay to be fairly compelling. I like the different aspects and ways of completing missions. It seems to be randomly generated as well, because like I failed a mission and then I played it again and it was completely different. So I like that aspect too, where it's not really predictable. So it seems like there's sometimes a mishmash when you play a level. You can get like a randomized aspect to it, which will help you or harm you with completing it. I found myself kind of benefiting from the randomness of the level creation or mission creation, and definitely I'm motivated to go back and play more of this. Yeah, again, going back to the dialogue, that's not probably my favorite aspect of the game, but to me, it's fine. Kind of their language reminds me of like Gungan. It's just it doesn't really add what I want in a game, but it definitely is a very colorful game. It's functional. I didn't have any major glitches or bugs playing on the Switch 2, and this is cool that you can play this on the Switch 1 as well, free upgrade. So it's a digital game, $24.99. Just got released yesterday for Switch and Switch 2, so I'm happy about that. So that's pretty cool. And the build aspect, I'm going to mess around with that, and I want to just continue to play this. This is just kind of just relaxing enough where people may enjoy that city build aspect of it. So that's kind of neat for people that like those types of games. And then going and doing mission-based stuff to gather items. And there's a whole online aspect of it too. So I haven't even checked that out. This is the offline mode. So I like that there's an offline mode. I don't know if I'll go online and play this, but you know, I was a huge fan of games such as like Phantasy Star Online. And to me, this is like a combination of a couple different games. Definitely in the comments, let me know, what does this game remind you of? But I'm having that like kind of millennial like throwback of, you know, yesteryear. And I'm sure there's going to be more and more games that have that kind of look as that generation is growing up. People that grew up on PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, you know, and want like a throwback. And that's, I like that about this game. I like what I've played so far. I'm compelled to play more, and I like what I've played so far. I bought this game, so this is a company that didn't ask for this. This is something I just wanted to pick up and support, as I'm a big indie game supporter. And so yeah, just playing through this mission here. Definitely really appreciating what I am seeing on this, and it works. It works for me, and I like the randomness of the level generation and the loot. And so you can upgrade your weapons as you go. You can use them for scrap, and then you have like a core aspect which gives a bonus to your weapon. So the levels so far are just bite-sized enough. So this to me is a game that if you don't have a lot of time in between gaming sessions, this might be something to consider. I don't know how much longer the levels get, but I do like that it's bite-sized. So I'm definitely going to be playing this more. The combat, I'm sure, can get more varied, and so far, not bad. So it's got definitely, I don't know, it's like Mega Man meets Phantasy Star Online meets something else, like a Sim City would be the best way I could describe it. And I'm sure there's other city builder games that this is closer related to. I'm not a person that does a lot of city building games or town builder, however you want to do it. Definitely felt the Animal Crossing vibes as well. So this is available now on Switch and Switch 2, $24.99 on multi-platform as well. What do you think of it? Have you checked this out? You may want to check this out on your platform of choice. And thank you so much for coming to this channel. Like to support these indie releases. And thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you like this video and you like what you see, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.